Three, two, one. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Golden Setups. I'm your host, Golden Focus, and I'm here to share with you another how I traded SPX. Today, I did a 447% trade today. Happy about it. Not happy about my execution though. I wish I was a little bit more on point, but we'll talk about it. We'll jump into it. Yeah, let's talk about it today. I have SPY up here. We're looking at SPY. But, SPY, SPX, ES, they all move in tandem. So, I look at SPY and ES. ES is my source of truth. So today we had a nice little move to the downside. Really nice move there. This was a really good move for those who got into this trade earlier this morning. I'm good little 25% there in the morning. That's good. All right, came back up. We started wedging. I drew my trend line from pre-market. This is my pre-market trend line. Once I started seeing lower highs, I went ahead and started drawing. I drew a trend line once I started seeing higher lows. All right, and we started moving up and started moving up. Okay, the moment we broke up above here, my initial thought was, hey, are we going back up to the high a day? Is that possible? But let me go ahead and watch this level right here. Let me watch this level right here. I'm going to switch over to the 1 minute here, and I did watch this level very, very carefully. We started flagging right up here. So I drew my trend line. It was short at the time, but I drew my trend line, and then after that we broke up, and we hit. This was my trade plan. We hit. I didn't get into this trade though. All right. So we hit this level right to the T. Had a hard time closing above this level, and then after that, 2 o'clock came. We had some news. I believe it was 2 o'clock. Was that 2 o'clock or was that? Yeah, it was 2 o'clock. And then after that, we had that drop. All right. And when we started dropping, I was paying attention to this trend line. All right. And this trend line, what I noticed is that we broke down below it. Okay. We broke down below it. Now it's not common. It happens, but it's not common. It's not common that we will break up above a trend line and then break down below it immediately. So that was a big show of weakness for me. What I was looking for next is I was looking for, are we going to break up above? Are we going to break up above this trend line right here that we just broke down? And this candle right here told me everything that I needed to know. And we had a hard time getting above it. I got in, I made an entry here. New candle opened up, we dropped. Now the second we're dropping, I'm thinking to myself, oh man, what do I get out? Usually I have a plan. Being transparent here. Usually I have a plan on where I'm getting out. And so the first thing I thought to myself is, okay, cool. I'm going to get out at this trend line that I drew here from pre-market, right? All right, I'm going to get out at that trend line. But I noticed we dropped below the trend line. We closed, opened up a new candle, went back up, retested that trend line, failed to close above it, and then continued down. And we broke down below the bottom of the wedge. We broke down below the bottom of the wedge too on the 1 minute. Now I'm showing you the 1 minute because this is where I like to make my entries and where I like to pinpoint my exits. And so anyhow, we broke down. We hit this 411.71 level, which is a strong level on a higher time frame. And then we broke down below that even further. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my higher time frame, which I was also paying attention to. All right. And on the higher time frame, you can see over here. Okay, this was that candle. This was the drop. We hit my my level here on ES exactly. We hit that level exactly to the T, and right when we bounced off of that level, that's when I went ahead and got out. I wish I would have sold into strength on the way down to that level, but I got out right when I bounced. And so yeah, I was waiting for that in the actual Telegram channel, free Telegram channel. I really want to push that out there. Make sure you guys check that out. Free Telegram. Just go to goldensetups.com. You can click on the Telegram at the top. All right. And on the free Telegram channel, I gave a free signal 129. It was a 3-bar play. Before I get into that, I just want to be able to show you here. Let's come down over here. I said, but we're okay. I'm watching the 30-minute on SPY. It looks like another bear flag. That was at 12:38. Okay, that was at 12:38. So let's come over here. Let's actually come over here. See where we were at 12:38. Okay, at 12:38 we were. This is 12. All right, so here's 12:40. So right around here, I was noticing like we got a big move to the downside, and then we have this choppy move to the upside, which is signature of a flag for me. I study flags. That's all I do is flags, and I have a very specific, special golden flag play that I not only play, but I also teach others to play. Anyhow, we started flagging up, even though it looks like a wedge, and I was ready and willing to be wrong. You know, I don't know everything. I don't think any trader knows everything, not anything, but everything. But like I said, willing to be wrong, but I'm trying to see where the probabilities lie in my favor. And so we started moving up, and then after that we dropped down. So I was always watching this trend line for a break. And same thing with, I also had an eye on Tesla. And I was also at the same time in a Tesla trade as well. And I did roughly around 18% or 20 something percent. I think I did about 20 something percent on Tesla. All right, I went light on that one. So I'm not really too, it was still a success, still a win, but I went light on that one. I did roughly around, I think 18 or 20, 27 or 21% or something like that, somewhere between there. Let me check what I did. Yeah, somewhere between there. All right, so anyhow, that was my SPX trade, 447% trade. That was a big move down. Hey guys, this is being spliced in. I forgot to show the gains, 447%. All right, it was at 208. Wish I could have done a little bit better in my execution, but God has been kind. Down. Let's talk about the signal that I gave. I gave a signal today in our Telegram channel. Let's talk about that real quick. And here is some screenshots from the Telegram channel right here. Did a free signal 129, 3-bar play on the hourly. Manage your trade wisely. All right. And so let's go ahead and look at that real quick. 3-bar play on the hourly. What time was that? I'm going to bring that back in so I can see what time was that. That was at 11:31. Okay, 11:31 a.m. So this was the actual candle right here. You know, this looked like a 3-bar play at the time. It did actually, you know, we did have like a red candle movement all the way down, but it did not hit the target exactly. All right. And so I think I was off by a few cents. And so it happened really, really quick. And so you can see here, you know, we were on our way down right here. You can see here, we were on our way down. Let's see here. And then after that, you know, we got close, but we didn't reach the target, off by a few cents. Plus I was a little late to the party. By the time I you could see here, by the time I gave the signal, you know, we already broke the entry. So if you wanted to scalp it, you could have. All right. But nevertheless, and then after that, I talked about, I'm watching this bear flag, the play that I just talked about. And then after that, I talked about here, you know, SPY wedging, you know, not the best place for a trade. Just giving you my mindset on why I didn't want to get into any calls, just the way it was looking, the way the price was moving. And then I kind of highlight, you know, what time was this at 2:40 when I did my 447%. All right. So that's how I traded SPX, guys. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen. All right. By the way, yesterday we had a VIP SAW session, and what that is pretty much a 1.5 to 3 hour session where I just pretty much unlock secrets of the charts. All right, and we really went into depth. It was an intimate group yesterday, and they have their own private Telegram group, and kind of walked them through some pretty interesting, called out some pretty interesting setups here. So around 3:07, I had to, I let them know, hey, I hope you're drawing your trend lines. And then after that, you know, I told them, here's what I see right at the time at 3:15. I saw a double top on the hourly. I saw a double top on the 30-minute. I saw a bear flag break. I saw a retest. And then after that, a break again on the 1 minute on SPY. And then Tesla's trend line broke to the downside on the 15. All right. Then right at that moment on SPY, all right, there was a 3-bar play on the 1 minute. You know, we got that. You know, then it's below the 20, 3-bar play on the 1 minute, below the 20. Boom. We had a nice, huge, this was the 3-bar play that just played out. Lovely. All right. And, you know, not to brag, it was just demonstrating that what I taught them actually works. So, you know, if you guys want to find out more about the VIP SAW sessions, I highly encourage you to go ahead and join the free Telegram channel. You can go to goldensetups.com, click on the Telegram link at the top. That should be there for you. And let's look at some setups for tomorrow. Let's look at some setups for tomorrow. All right, and for us to do this, I'm not gonna look at the lower time frames. All right, we got a lot of stuff here on the chart. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this zone. We don't need this. All right, do a little bit of prep work here. Don't need that there. We're gonna go ahead and delete these here, showing you my entries and exits there. All right, and we're just gonna clean this up a little bit, and I'll show you what I am seeing for tomorrow. All right, if we break this trend line to the downside, being that we've pretty much broken this trend line over here. I'm looking at the 15-minute on SPY right now. We pretty much broke this trend line right here. If we continue to break, we break down below this level. What level do I have here? 41. What is this? 412.46. All right, we break down. So we broke this trend line. This trend is broken. If we break this trend and we break below here, I wouldn't mind looking for a bear flag, all right, or some sign of weakness to take that down to possibly this supply zone. I mean, this demand zone over here. So that's an opportunity here. Or what I can do is I can wait for price to come over here, see how we react. And if we are trending on the way down, I'll look for a break of that trend out of it. But that would be more like a scalp. Right now, it does seem like up. You know, looking at it from a high level, seems like up is the move. However, when I look on my higher time frames, that really depends. You know, we've been in a daily wedge pattern, and we're on top of the wedge. And so if we are to break down, let's see here real quick. You see this bright white line right here? It's the top of a wedge. All right. So if any moves to the downside, I'm going to be looking to take profits if we hit this wedge. That's what I'm going to be looking for. So tomorrow morning, we're going to have to wait, watch, and see. We've also broken back down into this channel that we were in. This is on the 30-minute here. It's also reflected. I'm just zoomed in here on the 1 minute. We've broken back down into this this channel here. So you know, right now I gotta say it looks a little bit weak. However, we could very well just be flagging. You know, that's a possibility too. So I don't know everything. I could be wrong. I gotta wait, watch, and see, and I gotta look at all of the different possibilities. If we're weak, we'll do this. If we're strong, we'll do this. And I look at the chart through trend line, through trends, and support and resistance. And I teach the same thing too. But anyhow, yeah, man, look at that. We're looking pretty weak right now. Looking like we're dropping. Probably break down below this trend line and continue down. You know, and I got to get a supply zone down here to be able to know where to stop. But anyhow, that's what I'm looking for, guys. That's what I'm looking for. We'll see how things play out tomorrow. I'm looking for that setup. We'll see if that all plays out. This channel is going to be what I'm going to be watching as well tomorrow. But anyhow, feel free to reach out to me if you want to email me. Check out everything in the description. And I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. Take care, guys. Stop losing trades. Trade confident. And don't forget to live life. Take care.